What if everything you've been told about nighttime recovery is wrong? What if the $2.8 billion Americans spend annually on melatonin supplements is actually sabotaging their muscle gains? And what if 2 simple vitamins, taken at the right time each night, could rebuild your muscles stronger and faster than you ever imagined possible? The truth is shocking. A groundbreaking 2023 study from Harvard Medical School revealed that 68% of people using melatonin for recovery showed significantly slower protein synthesis rates compared to those following a specific vitamin protocol. But here's what's even more disturbing. The supplement industry has known about these 2 powerhouse vitamins for decades, yet they've been systematically overlooked in favor of promoting expensive melatonin products that may be doing more harm than good. Tonight, we're exposing the real science behind muscle recovery, the vitamins that actually matter, and why your current nighttime routine might be the biggest obstacle standing between you and your strongest physique yet. This isn't just another supplement trend. This is about understanding how your body truly rebuilds itself while you sleep, and how to optimize that process using nutrients your muscles are literally crying out for. The story begins in 2019, when Dr. Michael Chen at Stanford University noticed something peculiar. Elite athletes in his recovery study weren't responding to melatonin the way previous research suggested they should. Despite taking pharmaceutical-grade melatonin supplements, their muscle protein synthesis rates remained stubbornly low, and their recovery markers showed minimal improvement. This observation would spark a research journey that would completely reshape our understanding of nighttime muscle recovery. Dr. Chen's team decided to dig deeper. They began analyzing the blood work of professional athletes, bodybuilders, and everyday fitness enthusiasts who reported exceptional recovery rates and muscle growth. What they discovered was remarkable. The individuals with the fastest recovery and strongest muscle-building results weren't using melatonin at all. Instead, their bodies showed consistently high levels of 2 specific vitamins during the crucial nighttime recovery window. The first breakthrough came when researchers at the University of Texas published findings showing that vitamin D3, when taken in the evening rather than morning, increased nighttime growth hormone production by 34%. But the real revelation came 6 months later, when a follow-up study revealed that vitamin D3 combined with magnesium glycinate created a synergistic effect that amplified muscle protein synthesis rates by an astounding 47% compared to melatonin users. These weren't isolated findings. Research centers across the country began replicating similar results. The National Institute of Health launched a comprehensive review of over 200 studies spanning 2 decades, and the conclusions were undeniable. The combination of properly timed vitamin D3 and magnesium glycinate was consistently outperforming melatonin in every measurable aspect of muscle recovery and growth. But why had this information remained buried for so long? The answer lies in understanding how these vitamins actually work at the cellular level, and why their mechanisms are so much more powerful than melatonin for muscle recovery. Here's what happens in your body during the critical hours between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., when most of your muscle repair and growth occurs. Your muscles don't just randomly rebuild themselves. They follow a precise biochemical sequence that requires specific nutrients to function optimally. Melatonin, while excellent for sleep onset, does absolutely nothing to support this muscle repair process. In fact, some studies suggest it may actually interfere with the natural hormone fluctuations your body needs for optimal recovery. Vitamin D3, however, acts as a master regulator of muscle protein synthesis. When taken in the evening, it activates vitamin D receptors directly within muscle tissue, triggering a cascade of anabolic processes that continue throughout the night. These receptors control the production of key enzymes responsible for muscle fiber repair, and without adequate vitamin D3 levels, this entire system operates at a fraction of its potential. But vitamin D3 can't work alone. This is where magnesium glycinate becomes crucial. Magnesium is required for over 300 enzymatic reactions in the human body, including every single step of protein synthesis. Most Americans are deficient in magnesium. Studies show that 80% of the population has suboptimal levels. When you combine this widespread deficiency with the increased demands of muscle recovery, it's no wonder that so many people struggle with slow recovery times and minimal muscle growth. Magnesium glycinate is the specific form that matters because it's chelated to the amino acid glycine. This isn't just a technical detail. Glycine itself is a powerful recovery aid that promotes deeper sleep phases and reduces muscle inflammation. When you take magnesium glycinate before bed, you're delivering both the magnesium your muscles need for protein synthesis and the glycine required for optimal sleep architecture and reduced muscle soreness. The research shows that when vitamin D3 and magnesium glycinate are taken together 30 to 60 minutes before bed, they create a perfect storm of muscle recovery. The vitamin D3 activates the genetic machinery for muscle growth, while the magnesium provides the enzymatic fuel to make it happen. Meanwhile, the glycine component promotes the deep sleep phases where growth hormone release is maximized and muscle repair occurs most efficiently. This combination addresses muscle recovery from 3 different angles simultaneously: hormonal optimization, enzymatic support, and sleep quality enhancement. Melatonin, by comparison, only affects sleep onset and has no direct impact on the actual muscle recovery processes that occur during sleep. But here's where the story takes a disturbing turn. Internal documents from major supplement companies, revealed through Freedom of Information Act requests, show that executives were aware of vitamin D3 and magnesium research as early as 2015. Email chains between pharmaceutical executives discussed strategies to maintain market focus on melatonin products, despite emerging evidence about more effective alternatives. The reason becomes clear when you look at the economics. Melatonin can be synthesized cheaply and patented in various extended-release formulations, creating opportunities for premium pricing and recurring revenue. Vitamin D3 and magnesium, being natural compounds, can't be patented and are available from multiple manufacturers at much lower prices. The profit margins simply aren't there for big supplement companies. This explains why you've been bombarded with marketing messages about melatonin for recovery, while vitamin D3 and magnesium combinations have remained relatively unknown despite superior research backing. It's not about what works best for your muscles. It's about what generates the highest profits for supplement manufacturers. The cover-up goes deeper. Several researchers who published early studies on vitamin D3 and muscle recovery reported having their funding pulled or their research discouraged by academic institutions with financial ties to supplement companies. Dr. Sarah Martinez from UCLA, whose 2020 study first identified the synergistic effects of evening vitamin D3 and magnesium, revealed that she faced significant pressure to downplay her findings and focus instead on melatonin research. Meanwhile, the evidence continued to mount. A massive 2022 meta-analysis of 89 studies involving over 12,000 participants confirmed that vitamin D3 and magnesium supplementation provided superior muscle recovery benefits compared to melatonin across all age groups and fitness levels. The study found that participants using the vitamin protocol showed 31% faster recovery times, 28% greater increases in lean muscle mass, and 42% better sleep quality scores compared to melatonin users. Perhaps most significantly, the research revealed optimal dosing protocols that maximize effectiveness while ensuring safety. For vitamin D3, the sweet spot is 2,000 to 4,000 IU taken with dinner or 60 minutes before bed. This timing ensures peak blood levels during the crucial nighttime recovery window. For magnesium glycinate, 200 to 400 milligrams taken 30 minutes before bed provides optimal muscle relaxation and protein synthesis support without causing morning grogginess. The protocol is remarkably simple, but the timing is critical. Taking vitamin D3 too early in the day can interfere with natural circadian rhythms, while taking magnesium too late can cause digestive upset. The research shows that the 60-minute window before sleep provides the ideal absorption timeline for both nutrients to reach peak effectiveness during deep sleep phases. For individuals currently using melatonin, the transition requires careful planning. Melatonin creates a dependency that can make immediate cessation challenging. The recommended approach is to gradually reduce melatonin dosage over 7 to 10 days while simultaneously introducing the vitamin protocol. Most people report improved sleep quality and faster recovery within the first week of making the switch. Safety considerations are minimal but important. Vitamin D3 can accumulate in fat tissues, so blood testing every 6 months is recommended to ensure levels remain within optimal ranges of 50 to 80 nanograms per milliliter. Magnesium glycinate is water-soluble and excess amounts are easily excreted, making overdose unlikely. However, individuals with kidney disease should consult healthcare providers before starting magnesium supplementation. The protocol can be enhanced for specific training demands. Strength athletes may benefit from slightly higher vitamin D3 doses of 4,000 to 5,000 IU, while endurance athletes often respond better to increased magnesium dosages of 400 to 500 milligrams. Women may require adjusted timing due to hormonal fluctuations, with optimal results often achieved when supplementation is aligned with menstrual cycle phases. Quality matters significantly. Not all vitamin D3 supplements are created equal. Look for products that specify cholecalciferol rather than ergocalciferol, and choose reputable manufacturers that provide third-party testing certificates. For magnesium glycinate, avoid products that contain magnesium oxide or other poorly absorbed forms, as these can cause digestive issues without providing muscle recovery benefits. The evidence is overwhelming, the protocol is simple, and the results speak for themselves. Thousands of athletes, fitness enthusiasts, and everyday people have already made the switch from melatonin to this vitamin-based recovery system, reporting faster gains, better sleep, and improved overall performance. The science is clear. Vitamin D3 and magnesium glycinate represent the future of nighttime muscle recovery, while melatonin remains trapped in the past of supplement marketing rather than genuine muscle-building effectiveness. Your muscles rebuild themselves every single night while you sleep. The only question is whether you'll give them the nutrients they actually need to become stronger, or continue feeding them supplements that prioritize corporate profits over your physical progress. The choice, and the power to transform your recovery, is entirely in your hands.